So I just watched on DVD the Hunger Games. Big movie, especially amongst teenagers. Both my kids had read at least the first two books. I think one of them read the third book too. And having watched the movie, I have to admit I don't quite get the did I see someone go down in there? Yes, I did. I did see someone go down in there. I still don't want to trade for that. You can come out this way, though. Excuse me. Yes. Yeah. Can't trade with you. Where's that dude that wants all the wheat? Nope, I already... Oh, did you, yeah, what was your next thing? Two for... Okay, you wanted fish. There we go. And... there we go. Must be that cave under here. Alright, now what are you going to give me? That for that, huh? Nah. Maybe later. Nope, I'm good. Have to... Hello. Hello. Alright, still just wants that, huh? Anyway, so like I said, I was watching... oh, I do have 15. There we go. Let's see what you... Hello? Let's see what you want to trade next. Okay, and... Dude. You want 18. You're the food person. Okay, alright. So yeah, does the population look bigger? It looks like there's more people. Maybe they got enough doors. I didn't see children, but it's possible. Anyway, let's get back to the Hunger Games. Like I said, I just didn't quite get it. The premise. Okay, there was some sort of war. There was some sort of there's more. You know, and so they had to separate out resources, but I just didn't quite understand why it looked like the 1930s in some of the districts. It just seemed like it was set in some other... You know, I could see if they made it an alternate universe or... You know, something like that. But this was supposed to be here. I just didn't get why, you know, why people had, why things had become backwards. You know, like there was a couple districts where they were living like, I really had it close to the French Revolution. The bourgeois were living high off the labor of others, and they were, you know, being taught a lesson. But I just didn't get how it happened. How did these districts, and there's no more states, and then each district has to send a tribute of a young person to fight in these games, and it just seems like there was a lot of missing information. And It, yeah, I should go down and get that. Just to me, the whole concept of the movie just didn't work. Okay, the girl, I get it. She was probably, partially um, acting like she was in love with that PETA, which I kept getting confused with the word PETA, like the animal rights or the bread PETA. Um, or she did actually have some feelings for the guy, because he did give her some bread when he instead of giving it to the pigs. Um, it, it's just it was almost like it was some sort of oh 19 what the hell. Oh, he's on the sand. I thought he was on top of the. It was a forced perspective. I thought he was on top of my campsite there. I just. It just felt weird. It was just just I don't know how to. Most movies, I get it. Okay, I understand. Even the recent movie I watched with Justin Timberlake called In Time. Uh, Somehow they'd been able to find a way to turn time literally into money, and so you could acquire time and you'd live longer. And so I mean that I get, I guess. But this one, I just didn't understand why some districts had to be poor. I mean, it's one thing to have areas of the world that are poorer than others, but when they're part of, the United States still, it just seemed weird why you couldn't. Um, and don't like I said, the love story, and then the girls, my daughters told me that the boy we saw at the beginning has a bigger role in the second book, and you had Donald Sutherland playing the president, the quasi evil. He always plays the bureaucrat who has switched over to the other side and now is sympathetic, or he's the one still in control and he's evil. Those are the two types of characters he's played. And the other cast of characters were fine. It was just that, I was sitting there, the little girl, Rue. They were, I was like, oh, she's being sympathetic, but ultimately she'll have to kill her. So, is this. I just realized that this is. Look how this is like perfectly. It's. Huh. Huh. That's weird. I think I went down in this hole once already. Anyway. Sorry about that. Got off on a rant there. And, so yeah. Well, the kids liked the film. I guess I won't be. It wasn't a big loss for me when I didn't go to the theater, and won't be a loss when I don't go to the second one. There's a movie coming out called Branded, which looks interesting. Don't know if I'll go see it in the theater or not, but yeah, good movies over the summer. Of course, were Batman, and what else did I see? I didn't go see Spider-Man. I've had it's been a hit and miss. I liked the first one. Second one was okay. Third one I didn't go see in the theater. And I wait and see movies on DVD or things are streamed so quickly anymore. I just watch them there too. Anyway, I am going to not come back until I've gotten sufficient paper supplies from these things. Okay? Alright. Thank you. Good night.